And almost overnight global fame, the hidden cost, if you like, of that.
It was rough. It wasn't smooth. I went professional when I was 17, and it took me like 3-4 years to really get to where I wanted to be. And it was just because of injuries, and a lot of people are saying, oh, this is it for him, he's washed up.
Just enjoying the life and whatever. I didn't really care about anything because my talent was just working for me. I didn't have to train as hard because I was so talented.
Yeah.
So it was after time now when I sat down and I kind of figured out, like, listen, at the start of my career, I made a end goal where I wanted to. When I started out, I said, this is what I want to achieve.
Really?
Never through my life. It was never about world records for me.
Really?
Because the world record will be broken at some point.
Yeah.
You understand? That's how I look at it.
Right. Even better.
For me, I understand that fans want to see greatness, so I try to be as great as possible, but my expectation for myself.
The soccer, you was thinking about doing soccer, though. You still wanted to compete.
It's something that I've always thought about. You know, you sitting on the couch and you watching these guys, and you go, I probably can do that. You know what I mean? It's something that I've always done throughout my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's soccer. That's something I've always done.
I do not listen to the outside noise. When I'm on the track, I perform for my fans, but otherwise I kind of stay to myself all the time. I remember
I don't think it's the best reaction in the world, but I executed, and that was the key. Remember I told you guys, my coach said, stop worrying about the start.
a hard road of like 10, 12 years of continuous work. So for me, it was like, yes, this is it. So I got into my goal and a championship, and I was like, yo, it's ours, it really is. Because we get to come together as a team, and because we know each other so well. Boys could laugh and have fun and just... I was just telling myself, before I went there, I was like, listen, I sat down, when we were in the call room, I was telling myself that this is the moment. That's all I kept saying to myself, this is the moment, this is the moment. You have to get it done, this is the moment. And then I just went back to being normal, because as I said, the moment you start getting to your head,
And what they bring when I come out there, it gets me going, you know what I mean? So for me, they mean so much to me. Without them,
at least as you said, but also one of the best performers, you know what I mean? I went out there all the time just to perform for people, not just to compete, you know what I mean? So